Kia ora guys, I'm Eleanor Grigg. I graduated MGC last year and I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Nursing in Wellington. My biggest exam advice, one thing that really helped me was getting in a really good routine before an exam. Exams are a big mind game, like, you know, you can study as much as you want, but you've got to get yourself in the headspace for it. So yeah, if it was a morning exam, I would always get up, have a shower, have a good breakfast, not really, you know, do a little bit of reading of my notes, but just get myself in the zone, and yeah, that seemed to help quite a bit. And my favoured study technique is taking notes at the time of learning the content, but when it comes to revision and study, not writing more notes or reading notes, but to do questions and exam papers and things like that, actively recalling the knowledge that you learnt earlier in the year or whenever, seems to help a lot more, reassures me that I do know what I'm talking about and that when I get into the exam I'll be able to recall it again. That's all from me. All the best for prelims, which I'm sure are coming up soon, and end of year exams. I'm sure you'll all do great.
Hi, I'm Olive Smith. I graduated from Marlborough Girls in 2020 and I'm currently studying law and commerce at the University of Otago. I have a blocked nose, so that's why my voice sounds weird. Advice for exams would be not to leave everything till last minute. This is something I did all the time and it caused me a lot of stress and didn't work all the time, and it's just much easier for your whole well-being if you just study in small doses leading up to exams with lots of time, then cause yourself a lot of stress by cramming because you haven't been prepared. Study techniques I did was practice papers. I did those all the time. They were so helpful, so would recommend doing lots of those. And then another thing, if it's like at a topic or like a subject like history or English where you've got like a lot to remember, sit down with a family or a friend and just explain to them everything that your essay needs to talk about. And if you can make someone else understand it just off like explaining off the top of your head, chances are you know it quite well and you'll be able to go on an essay.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm a third year student at Massey University in Wellington, and I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Design with honours, majoring in Visual Communication Design. When I was studying for NCEA, I like to use flashcards and having other people test me with them, or using the practice exam papers. And something that I wish somebody would have told me is that it doesn't matter as much as you think it does. I was always stressed back in college, and I feel now that was way out of proportion for what you're actually doing. You should give it your best shot, but just also try to keep things in perspective. So good luck, don't stress too much, and just remember that your worth is not determined by your grades.
Kia ora, my name is Sophie. Some of you may recognise me. I graduated in 2019 from Marlborough Girls College, so I could still be a familiar face to some. And during my last year of school I was also manukura, head girl, so that made for a pretty a fun but intense last year of school. And by the end of it all I felt like I needed a bit of a breather, so I took a gap year. I had some overseas travel and volunteering planned, which fell through because of COVID, unfortunately. And I gotta say, when I realised I was going to be spending my gap year in Blenheim, I wasn't too stoked about it. But it actually ended up being a really good year. I'm studying at Otago down in Dunedin, and I'm doing a Bachelor of Science, majoring in ecology, so that's sort of like environmental science. I love Otago, love Dunedin, and I love what I'm studying as well. Now for you guys doing NCEA, I know exams are just around the corner, so I've been asked to give you some advice for exams and things, because they are pretty intense, which is a biggie. So two things I would suggest is, number one, find your support system and find them early if you can. So those are people that you can reach out to if you're having trouble or needing help or just have any questions. So those are people like teachers, parents, guardians, friends, even manutaki and older students I'm sure would be willing to help as well. And the second would just be regarding study techniques, to focus on active recall rather than recognition. Recognition is sort of like looking at a word and sort of knowing what it means, recognising it, but not being able to explain it in your own words. In an exam situation, if you're given that word, you're going to be expected to define it, sort of know the concepts around it. So when you're revising, you want to be able to do the exact same thing, which is your active recall. So those are things like doing flashcards, practicing questions, exam papers, making mind maps. It's really about taking that information and turning it into your own words and sort of pulling it from your brain, just like you have to do in an exam. So those are my words of wisdom. And last thing is just to believe in yourself, of course. A lot of the time some people sort of say I'm not good at a subject, or I just can't be bothered, don't want to do it, I'm just not good at it. But if you just have faith, believe in yourself, you'll be good. So good luck to everyone. Kia kaha. Ka kite.